IT. The Overwatch League. Jesus, why do I always cough in the morning? I need to do some kind of breathing exercises in the morning because I always have so much stuff stuck in my lungs. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Is Sparkle being played today? That would be so good for my fantasy roster. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord almighty. What have I done to myself? Oh, Christ. Okay. What has Hanbin got to say about Sparkle? Oh. God, I'm so disappointed in the Soul Dynasty. Hello, Papi Balanas. It is I. It is me. All right, what's the Paris starting? Yeah, Sparkle starting. That's excellent for my fantasy roster. That is excellent for my fantasy roster. I took a bit of a punt. I didn't know whether Sparkle was being played, but there we go. I figured. I mean, they're playing against Boston, right? So, hello. I'm very good, thank you. The egg is... No, I'm not casting today. I'm casting tomorrow. The egg is now doing some... The egg is now doing some incredible companion streaming. Oh. Hey, Stixer Rating, how's it going? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. He was 20, it's so BS. That's because he hasn't been played yet, and we didn't know whether he would be played, I think. Hey, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Haxal was 20 as well. You could have got Haxal and... You could have got Haxal and Sparkle this week, and then just got incredible players everywhere else. But I thought that would be too much of a risk. I'm trying to listen to Fusions here. Okay. Boston thinks that they're better now than they were in the main melee, and they took them to 5 maps in the main melee. I think that... Whoa! Punk isn't playing. Okay. All right. Welsh's gift to esports. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is there a clip somewhere of you shaving your head? Yes, but we didn't fully do it on stream because it took a long time to shave completely because I didn't have clippers. Yeah, NYXL fan dude, you're absolutely correct. NYXL absolutely dominated Soul Dynasty. I only watched the first map because I am trying not to be on Asia time. So I need to go back and watch it. I'm thinking about going back and watching it after the games today, actually. From what I saw in the first map, Soul were playing Winston Zarya. As far as I'm aware right now, the meta is double shield and like Tracer Echo kind of stuff, and like maybe a bit of like May Echo and this kind of stuff. If they ran Winston Zarya the entire time, I mean, I don't even fucking know. NYXL played Winston Zarya too. They didn't on the first map. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch the rest of the maps like I just said, but yeah. Ah, yes, Echo meta. No, Echo's banned. Did I say Echo? I meant Ash. Tracer Ash. And Ash May. Can you accept that Soul only got 3 up on Shanghai because Stand 1 was doing trash? No, when you go back and look at the game, I mean, Fearless played amazing, but Stand 1 wasn't trash. They just didn't play Winston. I mean, I don't think that Stand 1 is as good as Fearless, but that it's not that simple that Stand 1 was just throwing or something, and that's why they lost. Thank you. Have you noticed I've turned my sub sound back on, everyone? Yeah. Nikolai39B, thank you very much for the 13 months. Zane Simp, thanks for the gifted sub an hour ago as well while I was offline. That's super weird. Orbital OW, thank you for the 9 months as well. Yes, that Soul match last night absolutely answered the head-to-head. I need to go back and watch it, though. Daz Panda Live, thank you for the 5 months as well. Do I think Ash is too strong? No, I don't really think so. I don't really think so. I think that she is having her time in the light, and you should allow Ashe to thrive for a little bit before we nerf her back into the ground. Insta-launch, thank you for the 10 months as well. I will rub my head for good luck for Dallas. Yep, sure. All right. Sparkle's really going to play Genji here. Holy fuck, here we go. Sparkle on the Genji. This is Winston Ball Genji Tracer Dive. This is some old school shit from Paris. Except with the ball, obviously. And they're playing into Brawl. Oh, let me see Sparkle. This works so well for Soon and Sparkle's style, but... Ooh, okay. Sparkle's doing a shit ton of work, and Soon's finishing off the people that he does work too. Nice, really good dash in the air. No Smite's been so good at playing line of sight as well. Hanbin was the person that was keeping them all stuck in that low ground, and Soon, Sparkle, and No Smite just destroyed. I think Boston, I don't know. I feel like... Okay. Huge play. Deddy Eddie 22, thank you very much. When 3 UK players have played on the same team in OWL this season, they have a 100% win rate. Really? That's pretty huge. Boston are going to find it hard to lock somebody down here. Oh, the Primal and the Blade. The attempt at the anti-synergy. But that's pretty huge. Okay, ults are down basically now, though, for Paris. They've got the sound barrier, but Boston have one to be able to reply. The problem is, Color Hex can't really get anybody in this Blizzard, because Paris Eternal are just absolutely the most mobile composition you could possibly imagine. Oh, they use their all in as well. They force the sound barrier. That's huge. Paris should just disengage, and then they can use their own sound barrier to go back in and get a pick. Fielder got caught. Okay. I mean, Fielder is the obvious person that you're trying to rush down because he has no mobility. The Blizzard is used? Oh, it actually caught No Smite. That's pretty good, actually, from Color Hex. Finding one person is pretty good. Boston should be able to win this. Nice shot from Color Hex as well, actually. That was a snipe from long range. Boston should pretty easily be able to turn this, but Paris are going to stall forever. Oh, God. Yeah, this is going to be a 99-99. And Paris are getting close to another Bionade. Getting close to another Nanoblade. Yeah, they're not going to be able to... Yeah, it was a 97% though. And honestly, that went nearly as well as it could for the Boston Uprising. They need to play aggressive, and now that they're in control of the point, they need to just push Fielder into really terrible positions. Like, Halo can go aggressive and boop Fielder off the high ground, and they can run over Fielder. And I think that's their best chance at success, is turning the tempo up on Paris. Because if you give them space and position on the map, you're just allowing Sparkle to set up. They're trying to do it, but they fucked it up, I think. I think Fielder was just on the high ground, and they didn't send their Lucio to go and get him. Oh, another Nanoblade. This is fucked. This is fucked. Oh, this is nasty. My fantasy team is going to have so many points if Sparkle is on Genji. Oh, you guys think you're beating me? There's absolutely no chance. There's absolutely no chance. And yes, I agree with you. I think that Color Hex playing Mei normally equals a Boston Uprising loss. But, I mean, what's he supposed to play? The counter Genji? He can't play the Echo. Oh, the stonks are rising. The stonks are going up. Oh, boy. Are they going to play Dive here as well? Ooh, wowee, wowee. I could see Farah Ashe being pretty good on well. But what supports do you run? You run like... I don't even know. Yeah, they're not going to go for the Farah. Oh, no, they are going to go for the Farah. They're going to run Mercy Anna. Okay. This Anna, I think, is just going to get snacked on by Soon and Sparkle. Boston's comp is kind of cool and it fits their strengths, but I think it leaves too many vulnerable targets for the Paris dive. Jerry and Myeonbong are very, very viable targets. Oh, but Sparkle is currently dueling the Pharah. And Jerry's just picking people off. Well, I think Paris got stuck trying to push out the Pharah Mercy and didn't actually dive onto Jerry or Myeonbong. I think that's more of a fuck up from Paris, honestly. Like, I do like the comp for the Boston Uprising. I was just worried that it would be too easily dived. But Paris just kind of sat there and looked at the Pharah Mercy. Tipman5, thank you for the 14 months. And Bob Hogg with 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Bob Hogg. Bob Hogg. I always think that Bob Hogg is quite a dirty name. Like, it's like Bob's cock, you know? No Smite ends up going down. It seems like Paris are getting very distracted by the Pharah. That was a nice stick. That's probably a useful nano. I think that is a good use. Color Hex is doing so much damage to these tanks when they try to approach as well. Paris are finding it really difficult to get in position without taking damage. I'm surprised. I think there's like avenues to approach here around the right or left hand side, but Color Hex and Jerry are doing a lot of poke damage as they approach. It's pretty good. I'm interested to see what Mikey's doing as well. Maybe Mikey's the one that's like pushing them out of positions and allowing them to get poked. It kind of seems like it. It's like Mikey's like counter slamming people as they get close. Oh, wow. Well, bye-bye soon. It seems like Boston Uprising are really practiced with how to execute this composition. Mikey's just literally protecting fusions. Protecting fusions and Jerry. Okay, this should be a win, though, for the Paris Eternal. They've got a blade. Oh! Oh, wow. No Smite stole the kill. No Smite stole the kill. Oh, and he gets the reflect kill on the Pharah. Sparkle's so good, dude. I did not think that Genji would be playable, to be honest. But anytime you could get Sparkle on heroes that he's good at, this guy's gonna pound. I just thought they would struggle getting him on good heroes. Yeah, the Genji buff in the experimental card. Holy shit, this guy might be on fire. This aggression is a little too deep, I think, from Paris. You want to wait until Myeonbong's in a forward position before you dive him. You don't need to primal right deep into their backlines. I don't think Paris win this now. They've got a nano, but who do you put it on? Like Nano Sparkle and hope he builds a blade for the overtime? Nano no smite, but then who do you even kill? Jerry's on the tracer now, so I don't even know. Oh, what a sleep. Great sleep. Oh, Mikey? Oh, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, Paris are actually doing a good job. That single sleep on Mikey and the Nano ended up working out really well. Jerry thought about... Oh, no, he was being rezzed. Paris just won a fight that they shouldn't have won, which means that the ult status in the next fight is much better for them. They're going to be getting closer to a blade. As things... If they manage to, like, stall it out for a long time, then they'll be in a position where they can use the... What in the fuck is that? Just denying the high ground? But why? I mean, it's not like Myeonbong's been playing there anyway. Don't really understand that from Hanbin. Sparkle at 90%. Mikey. Oh, my word. How does Soon just run it? Oh, and Sparkle dies. Sparkle dies with his blade active and they use beat. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, Fielder has nano. So now they just have to delay until Sparkle can nano blade. They have a primal and nano blade if they can just delay for a while. Oh, but both of their tanks are dead. Soon has to delay. Soon has to delay. Soon has to delay. Okay, he gets on the point. Nano Blade. Nano Blade. Nano Blade. How did he kill Myunbong? He didn't even know where he was. That actually might be enough. That might be enough. Oh, he's such a Chad. He's such a Chad. Sparklines are going down to Halo. Oh my god, I think Paris have done it. Wow, by the skin of their teeth. By the skin of their teeth, the Paris Eternal win this. Holy shit. Holy shit. Genji is such a good fucking hero. Look at Sparkle. Sparkle's up out of his seat. Going over, talking to No Smite. Giving him a high five. This guy's just excited to play. He's just hyped to play. Fuck, I wanted a round 3. That really could have very easily gone round 3 there. I mean, Paris were in control of the first round, but Boston were in control of the second round, but Paris kind of stole it out from underneath them. Actual Sparkle difference. Yeah, I mean, if you extrapolate this out to people's hopes for Sparkle, it's looking pretty good, right? Like, if Sparkle can play heroes that he's comfortable at, he'll make a huge difference. That was always my question mark with Sparkle. Was... I don't know why I keep saying question mark. It's my question with Sparkle. It's not my question mark. That's a punctuation. My question with Sparkle was whether you could get him on heroes that he can carry on. But they appear to be dedicated to figuring out strats to make dive work. Just need Xe back? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Xe's injury. Don't know. Sideshow's ahead of the game for me. Should I refresh the game stream? You can try refreshing, but also you can go down to the right-hand side, click Settings, Playback Speed, and turn the playback speed to 2. I know that sounds stupid, that you can play live video at 2 times speed, but it actually works because there's an amount of video that gets buffered and sent to you at a certain pace. Yeah, I am bald now, Auden boy. I mean, it's still a close game against Boston, though. You can't necessarily say Paris is a top-tier team now, right? True, but the Boston Uprising, their most recent games are, they beat the Gladiators, they took Paris Eternal to 5 maps, and now they're looking competent again. You can tell that this isn't dribbled here, Boston. Like, you can just tell the way that they play. It's way more coordinated. They're on heroes that favor them. They look practiced. They're responding to threats in the right way. So you can tell that Boston are at least competent right now. You can't tell whether they're amazing or not, and I doubt that they are amazing, but you can tell that they're all right. Have you sent your Gladiators teammates a message of support for today? I believe in them fully, but yeah. When did my 14-day contract start? I think it's already ended, chat. I think it's already ended. Boston is better than Defiant? Right now, it might be. Did I see Haxal play? I saw the first map of New York Soul. I need to go back and watch the other 2. But considering that they held them without a single point being taken, I guess that was a pretty short game. Soul are back to sucking. Opinion on Soul's amazing comp against NYXL? Yeah, Winston Zarya. Man, oh man. Lib321. I watched that first map, and I was like, why are you guys not playing double shield? Like, really, please answer me, Soul. Why are you not playing double shield? It's so viable right now. I don't fucking know. Curry Shot had no idea what DP was doing. Signing you, says you sleep through scrims. That's true. I've never been in a single Gladiator scrim. My 14-day would have expired yesterday. Well, I guess I'm not an owl player anymore, chat. I guess I'm not an owl player anymore. Look at this. No Smite steals his blade kill on the Mercy. Bullshit. Any idea why Punk isn't starting? Probably because Mikey's a better ball. I don't know that for a fact, but they were playing quite a bit of ball on well, so. 12 final blows per 10 minutes. 12.7 final blows per 10 minutes on Genji. Oh my lord, that's disgusting. That Zebra Funder, thank you for 2 months. 2 months feels weird. Why does that feel weird? Huh? Why does it feel weird, Zebra? Zebra? Animas, thank you for 9 months as well. Look at this Matt tweet. Okay, what's this Matt tweet? In his first Owl map, Sparkle got the most final blows, got the Nanoblade clutch to win, stood on an ulting Pharah. Yeah. He was pretty Chad-like, honestly. Boston got pretty unlucky with their schedule. They have to play Fusion next, and then Titans. Yeah, they did get unlucky, actually. Now, having said that, though, this, I think, was a winnable game for Boston. The last time they played Paris, they lost 2-3. So I don't think they got that unlucky. You know, there's a world in which this game could have been winnable. As it turned out, Sparkle can play Genji, so maybe this game isn't as winnable as Boston first thought, but yeah. Still is. Yeah, it still is. It could still be winnable, for sure. I mean, Boston had their chances. Boston had a lot of chances to win that second round, so yeah. I mean, Boston fans, don't give up yet. But having seen the Paris Eternal have custom strats around Sparkle's hero pool, I am now much more confident in Paris than I was before watching this game. Punk is back in, yeah. So I think Mikey was only playing the ball for that Orisa ball strat. And Punk will be in to play the Sigma. Oh, Nico has been subbed in for soon. Nico in for soon. Hackfist? I don't think so. Oh, Ben Best is in as well, actually. It's King's Row. They've subbed in Ben Best and Nico. I think this is the Hackfist. I think this genuinely might be Ryan Zarya and Nico on the... I mean, Nico might be playing Mei here. That's if we're being more reasonable, Nico's probably in... Oh, Sombra's banned. I forgot. Fuck, I've been baited. Okay, could Sparkle still play the Doom? Can you play Doom Mei? You can. I don't think it's good, but you can. What heroes are banned? Diva, Sombra, Echo, Brig? Is it Brig that's banned? Yeah. I forgot because it was kind of wrapped into this long post about the future of the league and stuff. Sparkle Reaper? I don't think so. Sparkle's normally their Mei player, but I don't know why they would have... If they're actually playing Mei Reaper here, why is Nico on Reaper? Why not have Soon play Reaper still? Because Sparkle, all right, I can see why you would want Sparkle in, because he has played Mei before in the past. I think Nico's probably a better Mei, but maybe you want Sparkle for the added flexibility and just to give Sparkle more playtime and this kind of stuff. But why would you have Nico in on the Reaper? That indicates that they have another comp that they want to swap to for Nico, because Nico is not just being played purely for his Reaper here. That doesn't make any sense. So there must be some reason that Nico's in other than Soon. There must be some other composition that Paris are planning to play, maybe on attack. Yeah, they must have some kind of attack strat. Okay, but Paris are playing double shield, Moira Lucio, like a high tempo non-diva rush comp, basically. I'm interested in watching Sparkle, though, on Mei, because from watching Sparkle's Mei before, and from watching a lot of Nico's Mei, I think that Nico has a better Mei. So I want to see whether it's even reasonable. I want to see whether you can make any argument for running Sparkle on the Mei. 2 missed Mei walls, but they were pretty close. Oh my god, Nico. Help him. But Boston really haven't done that much. Color Hex on the Tracer. I don't know whether I really... Oh, Sparkle dies. I mean, we didn't see why Sparkle died, but that's some minus points to the idea of running Sparkle on May. Both of these teams look like they're fucking all over the place, though, on this map. Like, I think that Paris were never properly aggressive, and Nico was playing the flank. And Boston was just waiting for Color Hex to get into the back. Color Hex didn't really do that much, but he made Paris play wide. Oh my god. Nico's playing Reaper like he's a Genji or something. Sparkle again dies. This looks shite for Paris. I'm not gonna lie, this looks shite. Nico and Sparkle both look completely lost. Because I don't think that was a situation where Boston played amazingly. This comp, the Orisa Sigma Tracer Ashe, relies a lot on your Tracer causing havoc in the backlines and stopping Paris pushing forwards. And I don't feel like Color Hex really even did enormous amounts, but Paris was so uncoordinated. Okay, jump out, immediate flux, catches nobody. But they rush down fusions with the sound barrier. So, okay. Boston actually used ults there as well. How did Boston use... What? Why did Myeonbong not trans? Why did they use Supercharger without using trans? And where the fuck did Punk's Gravitic Flux go? That was so weird. Like, Paris used all of their ults just to get one kill. And Boston didn't counter it at all. Okay, so Blizzard gets used. Oh, that pick on Nico is quite nice, actually. This is a flop from Paris. Yeah, that's pretty huge from Boston, actually. I mean, Transcendence was pretty nice at being able to save the Blizzard, but the real the real difference maker was Jerry killing Nico. Because without Nico alive, you don't have the damage to be able to kill the people caught in the Blizzard. And as soon as Nico's dead, the push is really dead. The rest of Paris just have to commit and try and die on cart, as it was. Nico still doesn't have ult. This is not his first ult. Is this Nico's first ult? Oh my god. It is, isn't it? It is. Nico's just been flanking the whole time. Oh my god. Never run Nico on Reaper ever again, please, Paris. Go and Rome, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. How are you doing today? This is a flop from Paris. This is like... This... I'll tell you what, chat. This is what I was worried about with Paris. I was worried that they wouldn't be able to find Sparkle, his best heroes. He would have to play stuff like the Mei, and they would just look trash. This is like this is the bad version of Paris that I was worried about. But the previous map was the good version of Paris. So I guess my analysis was right all along. It just comes down to whether or not Sparkle can play his correct heroes. There's still a lot more time to go in this series, but that's how it seems so far. Having said that, I think Nico on the Reaper is a bigger throw than Sparkle on the Mei. You could still run Sparkle soon. Nico just keeps trying to flank constantly. And it's like he's not synced up with the rest of his team. Okay. Bomb comes out, forces Cole. Nico again in a flank angle. Okay. He death blossoms, but it doesn't really find anything at all. Punk has pushed in. This is really weird. Hanbin in a very weird aggressive position there. I don't like the way that Nico's playing Reaper. He's playing it like I play Reaper, always trying to flank. Not trusting the rest of his team to create space for him to do damage. Oh, Sparkle dies as well with Blizzard available. Okay, Nico's holding top, but he's holding away from the rest of his team. Like, why would you play a high-tempo May Reaper comp and then have a flanking Reaper? You play flanking Reaper if you're playing, like, Doom Reaper compositions or something, where you're trying to play with one of your DPS and then have the other one pinch to, like, box them in and provide damage from the back. But you don't... Okay, Nico's gone over to Doomfist now. Imagine running Doom May and having Nico on Doom and Sparkle on May. Oh my god, Paris are lost. Oh my god, Nico. Okay, this is... Yeah, this is... That 1 second difference, though, Paris ticking it down to 59 seconds could make a big difference here. What the fuck is that comp from Paris? They should have switched off once they lost first. I don't think the comp is necessarily bad. Like, we've seen Reaper May rush comps work really well on King's Road before. But their execution of it sucked because the players that they've got in those positions are not used to playing those positions. Nico did nothing the entire defense, Horchata Beast. Like, actually nothing. It looked like me playing Reaper. Nico and Sparkle swapped accounts. If they had swapped accounts, it would have looked a lot better than that. Oh, God. Senna, thank you for the 10 months. That looked shite. Like, absolutely shite. So I hope the Paris Eternal have something special on attack. Otherwise, I have gained faith and lost faith faster than ever before. Are they going to play Doom Pharah? Doom Pharah could work here. I don't think it's great against Jerry, but it could work. Okay, but still, Nico on the Doomfist and Sparkle on Pharah. Why would you put your star player on the Pharah? Sparkle's a great Pharah, but I don't get this. Also, I need to refresh the stream, sorry, because I think Sparkle's a better Pharah and Doomfist than Nico, so I don't think it makes that much difference which one you run Nico on, but I do think it would have been better to run him on the Doom. Oh my god, Sparkle is fucking, though. Absolutely fucking. He's just playing these sightlines perfectly and hitting all of his shots. Nico fed and Sparkle clutched. How long until a better team poaches Sparkle? I don't think that'll happen because Rush is tight with Sparkle. And he's the head coach of Paris. I mean, maybe in 2 years. I think like 2022, if Sparkle's been good, he might move team. I think he'll be a pretty staple of Paris, though. Oh, if Digo gets caught. That's nice pressure from Punk and Jerry. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for Sparkle. Great work by Myeonbong as well. Just keeping his attention on where Sparkle would be flanking. Sparkle's fucking, but the rest of Paris are doing nothing. I mean, yeah. If Nico was on Tracer, even though Nico's not good at Tracer, he would have done more here. He's not making space, he's not finding picks, and he's not capitalizing on the space that Sparkle has given him in, like, the first fight. So, this has been pretty bad so far. Do you nano the Pharah? Oh my god! You nano the Pharah so that he can get into the backlines, right? And then you just allow Nico to play aggro? Oh my god, wow. That's pretty nice. Paris broke the immortality field and then just had Nico ult the people that were in the immortality field. But that was really just pressing Q and attacking Boston. That I don't know. There wasn't much that was great execution there from them. They just kind of pressed Q and went into Boston. I mean, that's kind of Overwatch. I mean, sometimes you have a bit more complexity than that in your ult fights. So Nico now does go over to the Tracer, which it doesn't make sense for his personal hero pool, but it does make sense because you don't have to be that great at Tracer to be able to find some value here, because you're just relying on Sparkle to hit a lot of shots, and you're just going to finish off whatever he hits. Oh my god. Wow, that's kind of nasty. Oh, Jerry doing well there. If Jerry didn't have the nano boost, he would have died, though, to Sparkle. Sparkle's still hitting sick rockets. Hey, the DPN. Hey. Oh, Eastnick. Did you... Oh, you did. Thank you for the 300 bits, Eastnick. Do you know you're on the Avast stream? Am I still on the Avast stream? My big bald head. What are the bans right now? Echo, Sombra, Brig, Diva. So it's pretty hard counter to dive. But Paris still managed to pull off a Genji Tracer... Ana Lucio Monkey Ball dive, which I don't think is going to be particularly viable on most maps, but oh, nice work from Fusions and Punk. Nico back over to the Reaper. Okay, Sparkle's got to be going over to May here, right? And I think this is where Boston win. This is just Boston are just going to win here. I don't trust Paris. They don't have any ults. They're about to come back into this fight. Boston are going to hold them, and then they're just going to continue the momentum. What would Paris have to do here? Paris would have to find an instant icicle onto Color Hex, or just run over Jerry before they can flux them. They didn't. Come the fuck on, Boston. Are you throwing? Oh, they're boomed. They're boomed. They're boomed. I was trying to come up with a scenario in which Paris win here. And even my brain, dredging through the depths of my imagination, through the sordid depths of throne fights in the past, could not come up with the, we'll simply not touch the payload on defense. We'll just let them slowly roll it in. That's horrific. And now Boston are going to be boomed. Boston are going to be boomed. And they've allowed Paris to build up ults as well. They still have an ult advantage, but they've allowed Paris to build up ults, and they've given them 2 minutes on point C. Oh my god. They nanoed Punk during the flux. That was, yep, no, Boston's execution has gone down the fucking shitter. That was poo. That was poo. Okay, they managed to catch Hanbin, though. Remember, guys, you have to touch the cart. Okay. Yeah, Fusions gets on it this time. But Paris didn't really find that much, and they lost Hanbin, so they end up going down here. Oh my god. How did Fusions and Punk not touch the payload at point B? You're so far behind? Jetsons, the whole point of this stream is to sync up. So you realize that you're watching on YouTube. You can pause. All right, Sparkle has Blizzard, and Blizzard definitely can catch people in Boston's comp. They also have a barrier about to come up. I mean, do you speed boost engage and try and just overwhelm Punk? Use your barrier? I think you barrier engage here for Paris, right? Like you play aggressive with the barrier and then you Blizzard afterwards. Oh, Ben Best is so weak. Okay, the barrier comes in. Okay, now the Blizzard, but people took so much damage before the barrier was used. Wait. Oh no, Bob went off the edge. Paris have the ults to be able to win this. Yeah. I think that a slightly earlier barrier would have made it cleaner for Paris, but I think they're still going to win this. And there's no point in taking them to overtime, really, for Boston Uprising, because they didn't get that 1 minute. They can try and turn this. Fielder's weak. This would have been such a different situation if Boston Uprising had capped with 1 extra second. Such a different scenario if they'd capped with 1 extra second. Unlucky, honestly, for Boston. Just when it comes down to 1 second, that is just unlucky. Boston fucked up their opportunities to win this map outright as well, because they didn't touch point B. But okay, Boston still have an extra minute. But I think they've thrown away their opportunity to win this map. I mean, I know that Boston are still better on point A than Paris, and Boston are still advantaged to win here, but they've made it a very small difference in advantage compared to an enormous difference previously. This is drawable. This is very drawable now. Do you think they would do better if Nico and Sparkle switched heroes? What, if Sparkle was playing the Reaper and Nico's on the Mei? Actually, probably yes. This is one of those weird, rare situations where I would rather they played to their individual experience than what they've practiced. Most of the time, it's better to play what you practiced. Like, if they've practiced Sparkle Mei, Nico Reaper, then that's what you should probably do most of the time. But they're playing so abominably awful that I think they should just go back to what they were playing previously. Now, they're not going to do that because they've practiced this. But I don't agree with the decisions that have been made, and I do think that they would have been better, first of all, if they just played soon, because Nico's done nothing on the Reaper, or the Tracer, or the Doomfist. But even if they want to play Nico Sparkle, just swap the heroes, man. Let Nico play roles that he's good at. Okay. Can Paris find a good offensive? Woo! Huge Bionade, though. That's surely saved him. That's really nasty from Yunbong. Oh my god. It was a really nice halt from Hanbin, but enormous Bionade. And Paris have managed to get people up top behind. So they've denied positioning. This is actually really good for Paris here. This is a really nice flank from Nico. That's wonderful, actually, from Paris. I did not realize that they had Nico and FD God in that position, but that denies the Ana on the high ground, so you know the Ana has to play in a really shitty position at the archway. Plus, you already killed them, so you know they're coming off the respawn. And you collapse with, like, a comp that's all about collapsing. That's really good. Now, Boston have probably lost their best chance at winning this map. But I think they can hold them here. Paris have got a Coalescence, and they're about to get a Sound Barrier, which are all really nasty. But Jerry's got Bob, and they've just got, like, some win conditions just based on their, like, raw power from Jerry and Color Hex. The kill on Ben Best is huge. They need to kite this Coalescence. They use the Bob to slow them down during the Coalescence, and Jerry's hitting shots. Let's go, Jerry! Super winnable. Flux into the corner, catches one. No, I didn't watch the morning games yet, Dionysus. I watched the first map. Thank you. The baldness is growing on me as well. I think that it looks okay. I'm going to keep the baldness for a while. I've bought some clippers. Thank you very much for the donation, Dionysus. I think... Hello?
Interrupting to say baldness is growing.
The baldness is growing on me. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, does it?
It's really fun.
The baldness is restricting the growth on me. Yeah. I didn't watch the morning games. I watched the first map of New York versus Seoul. I'm going to rewatch it on stream. because it was a really short match. I was not expecting New York to 3-0 Seoul in that kind of dominant fashion. I also think, from the very small amount that I watched, that Seoul just had a dreadful dogshit, absolute horsewank read on the meta, running Winston Zarya instead of double shield. I don't understand it. But like I said, I didn't watch the next two maps, so that might not be the case for the whole series. Is Prophet washed? No. I don't think so at all. People love to ask if Prophet's washed. There's no chance, man. He looks really good on the Mei. He was fantastic on the Tracer in the Mei Melee. He's been... what other heroes has he even played? He's been fantastic on everything he's touched ever in his career, apart from Echo. But New York have had major upgrades with Haxal and Nene finally being available now, so... that probably played into it too. I don't want to take things away from New York. But yeah, I'm going to go and watch it on stream. He was shit today, though. Well, like I said, I haven't watched it, but from the sound of it, the entire team was shit. But yeah, I don't want to give too many firm opinions until I've watched the game, obviously, right? Okay, so this is a winnable map here for Boston Uprising. Kalahex is going to try and get into the back, distract Paris, and try and make space for Jerry. But they do need to move in. They need to actually move in. Oh, they're playing so slowly, chat. They need to push the guys in hotel. That was actually a pretty good engage from Paris. Okay, Hanbin dies, though, and he's on a slow respawn. And FD God falls as well, so this is pretty good here. This is pretty good.
Just checking on the groceries.
I don't know. Nothing.
Nothing?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, Paris are going to re-engage. They weren't able to hold them off the point. And Punk and Myunbong died. This is the first good rush engage I've seen so far from Paris. Speed boost, coalescence, go in, focus down players, nice Maywall from Sparkle. That's the first time that I've seen Paris actually execute properly. This is really bad for Boston, though. I mean, they don't really have anything. They have Bob to contest, but... then what? Like, they can flux? Paris are playing so split here. Okay, Bob goes into the back. Fielder dies to Bob. FD God's weak as well. This is super winnable. And they just capped it out from under them. Paris are playing split in order to keep control of the high ground so that Jerry can't get space for his Ashe. But it just fucks their rush. Then they are not practiced or coordinated when they actually have to engage. And now this has gone from being a really bad for Boston to really good for Boston. Having said that, though, Sparkle has Blizzard. This is winnable for either team. Super winnable for either team. Like, if Fusions can put down a supercharger, they can do a lot of damage. Oh! They just halted them off the point! They just halted them off the point and just pushed it in! C9 for both teams during this map. That was a sick halt. Sick halt from Fusions. I don't think that's even really a C9. That's just a nice halt from Fusions. That's really nice. So Boston save a map that they already should have won to take us to 1-1 in the half. Did the Orisa just not have Fortify up? They weren't playing with an Orisa, Raven. They were attacking with a Rhine. So, yeah. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. He C9s and then he made them C9. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, wow. Paris played really badly that map, though. Don't Don't let the weird shenanigans distract you from the fact that Paris looked bad on that map. Boston also had a lot of mistakes, and I wouldn't say that Boston were amazing themselves, but Paris played badly. How is Sparkle playing so far? His Genji was amazing. His Mei was... His Pharah was also amazing. So far, as expected. The heroes that we know he's amazing at, he played amazing. And the Mei was very meh. Let me catch up with some of the resubs and stuff. Wonder Walrus, thank you for the 7 months. GhostBear53, thank you for 6 months as well. And Crashmat, thank you for 3 months of Twitch Prime. Salam Kazi, thank you for 2 months of Tier 1 as well. And SI Not Found, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think this could be a Decay-like situation where Sparkle will force his best heroes, even when it may not be optimal, like Decay Tracer? Clearly he does much better on Genji Pharah, or maybe we need more games to judge properly. I think that Paris... So there's a couple of differences here, in my opinion, between Decay and Sparkle. Decay's like pocket picks are much more viable all round. Tracer, you can force into working a lot. And Widowmaker, if you just hit the shots, it's going to be viable. Genji is not a pick that you can just throw into any composition and make work. It's not like Tracer. So, then the same is the case for Pharah. You can't just throw a Pharah into a map. Like, for starters, you need a Mercy alongside them, and you need the entire rest of the comp to synergize well with Sparkle's picks. That's the same for the Doomfist, too. I do think, though, that they'll do that, but I think that it requires the coaching staff of Paris to be much more creative with how they come up with certain comps that play to Sparkle's strengths. I think you're going to see stuff like the Genji Doomfist dive. Remember when Dallas pulled that out? And it was like a Genji Doomfist dive. It didn't really work that well, but it was like okay. And it plays specifically to Doha's strengths on the Doomfist and Decay's strengths on the Genji. That, I think, is the kind of thing that we'll see from Paris Eternal. I think that Sparkle... Alright, so there's like a couple of things to break down here that I don't know whether the halftime crew is going to break this specifically down, but I'm gonna rewind this, and I'm going to give you guys a halftime breakdown if the halftime crew don't talk about what I want them to talk about. Let me find a position here where it showcases it. All right, here we go. This fight's a good example. Let me find a good... Come on, pan the camera, please. Please pan the camera. Pan the camera, observers, pan the camera. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, right, we're going to go back a little bit. All right, we'll leave it here. I'm going to open up the, I'm going to duplicate and we're going to listen to the halftime show, though. So I might have fucked up your sync there, unfortunately. But here we go. Inokale, thank you for the 8 months. And Jammy116, thank you for the 11 months as well. I've been watching Plaid Chat and you were super high on both Decay and Void, so I was wondering why you think Gladiators couldn't find the same success with them last season. Especially Void, who looked quite average, I assume that means. I think Void was, you know, like maybe the 6th or 7th best off-tank last year, and I think that Decay was like the 5th best Zarya. I think that, I mean, Gladiators finished 5th last year. That's pretty fucking good. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that this year, though, Decay's getting to play the heroes that he can really carry on, and Void can play even more off-tanks and is now looking like arguably the best off-tank in the league. So, yeah, I think that they're very good. But even good players rely on the meta a little bit. Johnny's concerned that Paris are going to always play off meta. I think that that's good for Paris Because Sparkle isn't the best at meta flex DPS heroes right now. Like, he's not the best hit scan player. He's not the best Mei player. We don't know if he's the best Echo player. So I think it makes sense, actually, for Paris to play more like Element Mystic, where they just play to Sparkle's strengths. And yeah, man, oh man. I want them to roast Paris for how bad they were playing on King's Row. Sparkle kind of unlucky that projectile heroes aren't as meta right now? Yes. I think he is a little bit unlucky, yeah. But he wouldn't have been good last year either, really, right? Like, he would have been playing Brig. So, I mean, he's unlucky that he wasn't 2 years older so that he could play in 2018, I suppose. It's similar with Color Hex, too. Yeah. That's absolutely true. Color Hex is a good Echo, good Widowmaker, good Pharah, good Genji, but can't really play any of them at the moment. Look at Bob. Look at Bob. Johnny's asking what the community thinks a C9 is right now. I will tell you exactly what a C9 is. A C9 is where you were going to win a fight, but you didn't touch the objective. That is what C9 has always meant. That is the only thing that C9 means. If you were going to lose the fight, but you don't touch the payload, it ain't a C9. If you got pushed off the payload, it ain't a C9. This ain't a C9. Like, there is a specific definition of a C9. And just because everybody in the YouTube chat spams it constantly doesn't mean that it's lost its definition. You had to be at least even in the fight, if not at an advantage, and not touch the objective. The chat C9 is when a match ends regardless of what is happening. Yeah, true. Do you think Boston has actually gotten, or is Paris just poo? I think that Paris played poo on King's Row, but I think that Boston has improved. Absolutely. I think that they've looked a lot better since they've been able to take Color Hex off the Mei and play more play less rush comp and more split bunker hit scan kind of stuff. If you forgot to touch the point before the fight, is that a C9? Yeah, I mean, if you lose the fight due to not touching the objective and you had a good chance of winning it, that's a C9. Oh, the clippers are here.
It's not clippers. It's like a...
Yeah, like a shaver for my head.
Yep.
Shall I reshave my head at the end of the stream, chat? Just make sure that we are absolutely bald. Because I don't know whether you guys can tell, but like...
it's getting velvety.
It's getting... Yeah, it's growing a little bit of hair back. And I quite like it, but I think it looks better when it's fully bald. So, yeah, we ordered some razors. What are they called? They're like...
It's just a shaver.
A shaver, yeah. Yeah, because that can also be used as a beard shaver, right? Yeah, that's another good point, actually, chat. What do you think about the little scruff that I've developed?
No.
What do you think about this? Worth continuing?
Nope.
Beth is just shouting no in the other in the doorway. Worth continuing? The beard bald look. It looks good with the bald. Commit to the beard. Do it. No.
You don't have a beard.
Yeah.
You have a square.
Yeah. This, by the way, I haven't styled this. This is just what it grows like. Like a gap there and nothing around my chin.
Goatee is not.
Bald with the goatee is not the play?
No.
There's a lot of people that run bald with the goatee.
Yeah, and it's still not the play.
It's not the play? Okay. Wow. Well, Beth doesn't like it.
I mean, it's your face. You do.
No,
whatever you
it's
want.
this is not an acceptable look for broadcast as it is right now.
True.
So it's definitely disappearing tomorrow anyway. And Beth rejoices. But in the 2-week break after the June tournament, I think I might just let my hair and my beard grow for 2 weeks, and then we'll see if there's anything salvageable at the end. Well, I'll see what happens to it, because if it just grows, the problem is at some point you have to, if you ever want to grow your hair out again, you have to go through the period where it just looks weird, where it's all really long. All really short. Yeah. Mm. Beth wants me to be completely hairless on my face.
No, that's not true.
Oh, no, she wants me to keep my eyebrows. That's true, actually. That's true. Are you trying to get dumped? I'm just teasing her. Full egg look. Like a worm. Yeah. Show us what you wanted to show us. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I had a breakdown for you guys, didn't I? I forgot about it. I had already forgotten about it. So, here's my theory, chat. And this is me trying to read into scrims here. So, this is just a theory. But, look at this. Okay, let's... Alright, so you see this? So, look at the state of the game here. So, Boston Uprising are attacking with this, like, Tracer Ashe setup. And this is pretty similar to the Mei Melee kind of meta. Like, some of the teams were running Rush comps, and some of the teams were running either like Echo Ashe or Tracer Ashe, this kind of stuff. And the problem is, if you try to engage, you've got people fucking into your backline. So even though normally this composition likes to group up, what you do when you group up is you lose the high ground. You lose this area, you lose control over this area, and the Tracer and the Ashe can now just run around. The Ashe will position herself up on the high grounds up here, and the Tracer will harass you in the back. And it means that you can never effectively rush anybody, because you just get kited and baited and just picked down from on top. So the counterplay to this that Paris Eternal have done is to have their Moira, their Orisa, so this is Moira, Orisa, and Mei, these three players, play around Hotel. And these players were sometimes rushing forwards on the point and sometimes rushing through Hotel. And they're trying to sync it up with these other three players, which is their Lucio, their Sigma, and their Reaper. The other three are going to try and control this high ground. And so they have the Lucio is able to push forwards and contest the Ashe, and they're also able to do that with damage from Handbin. And it's about being able to control the high ground and still rush people from two angles. The problem is they just fucked up the execution of it over and over and over again. And you have the Reaper and the Lucio play here because they can rush and then they can still teleport and get back up on the high ground if they need to contest it. But what actually happened, if we just play this out, was that Boston played really slow and just played the angles and then just baited Paris into committing. So like Fusion's Boston, they're coming forwards. Color Hex comes down and plays the point. This is the fight where they have Bob and stuff as well. And you can see here, like, the idea. These three are playing on this side. These three are playing on that side. So the pressure, it's a much more difficult version of the rush composition because your timing has to be impeccable. And you also have to not get distracted by anything. And Color Hex playing on the point is really quite distracting. You also have to wait for Boston Uprising to come much closer before you can engage because they have to be in range of all six of your players, and they're not playing in the same position anymore, so you don't have a speed boost for like your Orisa and your Mei. So it's harder to execute the rush comp, but it's supposed to be a bit of a counter to the Ashe taking high ground positioning. And then they go for an engage, and Paris just totally fuck it. Like the Mei wall isn't good. Jerry's on an off angle. Kalex is still behind. The Bob is still in play. So like I think. My point here is that I think part of the reason that Paris fucked up so badly on King's Row, and they looked atrocious on King's Row, is because they weren't just playing a default rush comp. They were playing this more elaborate 3-3 split that's designed to stop Jerry on the Ashe getting immediate positioning advantage over them. So I just wanted to like peel back the curtain a little bit to show that they're not just playing like brainless rush. I'm sure that Paris would be able to do that, but they were trying to play a little more complex, and they just fucking sucked at it. Are coaches allowed to coach the teams during matches? There seems to be a lot of coaching and going in player cams for some teams. I don't know, Vrajap. I don't know. When it's online, I don't know how they enforce that kind of stuff. I don't know how they enforce, like, a coach not being in team comms and stuff. I'm sure that that's something they've considered, but you can't send out referees, so I don't really know. I don't know. You would have to ask someone involved in League Ops or someone involved in the team. Soon has a video on it. How do you think the next couple of maps will go? I don't know what the maps are. I think it's very map dependent. My hands are shaking because I haven't eaten anything today. So I need to go and get some sugar. I'll be back in a sec. Do you think you overlooked Myeonbong in the head-to-head video? Oh, you mean having Myeonbong instead of Kariv? Possibly. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, saying that Myeonbong instead of Kariv for like an all-star team from the bottom of the bottom teams. But I prefer Kariv because he's proven himself on a top team before. I mean, Myeonbong played really well with O2 at the top level of Contenders Korea, sure, but I think Kariv would be a safer bet. You have the Pringles in the back? They're all empty. They're all empty, mate. I am so hungry, though. Okay, Volskaya. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to play. I'm so hungry. I'm going to eat the classic lunch of champions here. An apple and 2 boiled eggs. We've got some sugar. We've got some protein.
Do you want me to heat up a lunch for you?
Yeah, please.
Cabbage and rice.
I'm going to have one of these eggs, though. Do you want one? There you are.
It's a really slick way to get me to clean up your dishes immediately.
Boiled eggs are gross? What are you talking about? Boiled eggs are delicious. They're super good. Cannibal? Have you ever seen an egg eating an egg before? Yeah. My hands are actually shaking because I haven't eaten. All right. So Paris are going to defend with Ash Farah. Okay. I quite like this for Paris. It's one of those comps that plays well into their strengths and theoretically makes quite a lot of sense. There's a lot of pressure here on Color Hex, I think, to distract and open up the choke point. The thing is, though, once Boston get through the choke, Sparkle is a lot less effective, so they really have to commit to the chokehold. Oh, was that a sleep from Fielder? Oh, sorry, from Myeonbong? I think it was, right? I think No Smite got slept and then destroyed. Or did he get rocked? I can't remember. Sparkle moves over to the Doomfist now. This is the problem. As soon as the choke point holder is broken, Afara just doesn't really work. Oh, Color Hex. Oh, nice. Nice, Color Hex. Not a natural Tracer player, but making good use of that Nano and Pulse Bomb. Good work. I did not know Color Hex had a Tracer. Color Hex is a pretty skilled player. That's why, like, me and Bren were high on him, even when he first joined the league and had to play GOATs. And we watched him when he played Australian Contenders, and the guy's very mechanically gifted. So, even though he's not, like, an elite level Tracer, he can play it in a comp like this. Why are they still running the Mercy? I mean, they're just using it as a damage boost bot on Soon a little bit. Actually, Mercy on defensive Volskaya is actually kind of decent. I was just thinking then, like, what would I prefer he played? But yeah, I think Mercy's fine, actually. They don't have a defensive ult, though. That might really burn them. Mercy is also buffed in this patch. Ah. I forgot about that. Where is Sparkle? Oh, he got rocked and bionaded. Nice stick. Good work from Color Hex. Sparkle into the back. Oh, ends up dying though. The Doom feels forced here. It feels very forced. Is this really what Paris have been practicing in scrims? Sparkle Doom defending Volskaya point B? He is nasty, though. He is fucking nasty. Okay, Halo kills him. He has a lot of resources to work with, too. Got the nano, got the res. Space from no smite, shields from Hanbin. The fuck, I just ate part of the apple core. Kalax has been doing really well on the attack so far, but they just can't... They can't pin down Paris Eternal. They've got a very mobile composition. The Bob... Okay, well, we'll wait out this Gravitic Flux. Oh, that was a really nice idea. The Flux into the punch. That would have been sick. But okay, if Boston Uprising re-engage here and use the Bob to pressure the point, now Paris have to push the point, and Jerry can just feast them. Oh my god, nice shot on Soon. Yeah, that's all that Boston needed to do this whole time. Yeah, good work from Jerry. I think the Bob is... The Bob is the key, though, because it allows you to play the point without compromising your positioning of your tanks or your DPS. And when Paris are playing, like, Tracer, Doomfist, Mercy, like, all of these different things, you need to drag them to the point.
Very hot.
Thank you. The HelloFresh order has just been delivered as well.
Got it.
So I feel like I'm sending you on errands around the house. I am, essentially, yeah. Beth's amazing. She's fantastic. And I am entertaining you lot.
It's fair.
Beth is useful to society. I am useless.
Alright, Chad, it's not like I've been sick for the last couple days.
Yeah, and Beth, she's also been sick as well.
So I'll go pick up the big heavy box from downstairs and I'll see you.
You keep us weirdos off the street? True, true. Gift subs if Boston wins again? No. I thought this, coming into this game, I thought it was winnable for Boston. The last time these two teams played, it went 2-3. Boston barely lost in the 5th map. We prefer Beth, not gonna lie. Fucking hell. I don't know if Bren's gonna join me. I don't know if he's around. Alright, so Paris are gonna hard pocket Sparkle. So they're just gonna stick a damage beam onto Sparkle so that he builds up Blade at a reasonable time. And they are playing all in for a Nano Blade. Do I like this? Not really. Great work from Color Hex. That's huge. Sparkle's 1v1ing Jerry. I don't think this makes any sense. Hello.
I need you to know you just dodged a passive-aggressive girlfriend bullet for the rest of the day because they delivered the box to the front.
Ah,
So
nice.
I didn't have to go anywhere. I was like,
Nice.
psyching myself up. Let's go. And it's just in the kitchen.
Ah, wonderful.
So, you got lucky.
Yay, I got lucky. The box was delivered to our front door. Color Hex is doing really well on this map. Yep. But no one's trying to stop him. He's got free reign because Paris are running this all-in comp focused around Sparkle. Who's supposed to stop Color Hex? Sparkle? Soon? I mean, I guess Soon could if he hit some nasty shot, but Soon doesn't want to spend his time messing around with Color Hex. Okay, Nano onto Color Hex this time as well. Oh, he gets slept! That's huge! You've got to kill Color Hex. Okay. Oh, what? Halo was late with the immortality field? Oh my god. Well, I mean, it's all in on the blade, so of course it's going to work when it actually gets there. Well, Paris were all in on that blade. If Color Hex had killed somebody with that nano boost, that push would have been maybe dead. And the whole Paris Eternal strat would have fallen to pieces. But what a sleep from Fielder onto Color Hex. And then how was Halo late with the immortality field? I guess you have to time it perfectly for when they want to kill him. Because it's like a game of chicken, right? If you throw the immortality field out too early, they're going to break the immortality field. So I guess it's harder than I'm giving him credit for. And yeah, he probably did want to save it for Blade. You're right. Maybe he should have just saved it for Blade. Maybe he should have just let Color Hex die and saved it for Blade. I'm not really sure. I don't think it would have saved them anyway, though. Because they all would have gone weak, and then the rest of his team would have just killed the immortality field. Okay. That snowballed massively for Paris. And Sparkle moving over to Tracer. Yeah. They used the momentum really nicely there. But I am concerned with their all-in strategy around Sparkle. I mean, I like that they're working to Sparkle's strengths. But they are all in on Sparkle. Is that a bad thing? I mean, he is that talented. Oh, man. CP's mic is very roboto. Yeah, I don't think this Paris strat of revolving around Sparkle will work against top teams. Or at least not all the time. Yeah, the sync has been broken as well. Because CP's feed is lagging, so it's getting delayed. Okay. So Paris is still holding the choke point. The high ground hold is going to mean that Boston can't really get early kills on the Paris tanks, but it's going to allow Boston through the choke point. So I think it makes things a little harder for Sparkle. God, his aim is so good. As a former Owl player myself, I have so much respect for players like Sparkle who can hit all their shots on Farah. Kappa. Call Bren? Okay, I'll call Bren.
Accomplishing much, right? It's just pulling the attention away. If you can't find a kill,
Where's Bren? I rang him. Hello?
this frontline pressure has been deadly, but
Hello?
weird decision to drop
Hello?
Hi.
Why are you calling me?
You told me to call.
Got him!
Ah, yes, got him. Oh, God, Sparkle's just fucking nothing on people.
for his team capitalizes perfectly on that distraction. So awesome work by the Eternal here with 20 seconds left. Although they're forced to switch
They're just going to hold Boston here.
composition with this Hammond.
Did you watch the beginning of this game?
Yeah, I watched map 1, map 2, and then made breakfast during the halftime, and I've only just come back.
Paris, when they were attacking, ran Mercy, Anna, Genji. And they just hard-pocketed Sparkle. Oh, wow, they just fluxed him off the point. I still think this is drawable, actually, for Boston. That might be a dumb take, but if Paris continue to run this, like, Mercy, Anna, Genji, then they have one attempt with the blade.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if they fuck that up... I mean, Paris could win in other ways as well, right? Like, Color Hex could get slept as he goes into the backlines or something, but... 4 minutes for one tick is a drawable situation. Yeah, I mean, good point. It's only for one tick. Yeah.
People keep giving me shit for eating all the time.
Yeah?
But you wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't understand.
No, the Twitch viewer, Twitch person who's saying it. Because he's a little, he's 105 pounds, 4'2", little Timmy.
Yeah.
When you're a 6'3" powerhouse, you need calories all day, every day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. Paris running the exact same strat. I think the Boston played their defense really well, actually. But now that they have to touch the payload... not the payload. Now that they have to touch the objective to deny a single tick, that might make things a little more difficult for Fusions to stay alive. But I think, generally, Boston should be favored in almost all the dry fights. Color Hex, though, still has to play really well.
I don't see a world where Paris loses.
Well, they have to lose their Nanoblade fight, right?
Yeah.
But they are disadvantaged in every single fight where they don't have Nanoblade up.
Oh my god, CP.
Like they have worse shield break, they have worse sustain. The only thing that Paris have is this Nanoblade and the potential for Sparkle to pop off. Outside of an individual sick play like Fielder landing asleep or Sparkle just insta-killing somebody, it's gonna come down to this blade.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like when teams run the fire instead of the Genji.
Yeah, just going for like the barrage. Yeah, like the Sombra.
Yeah.
Oh, they found fusions. Oh, they found fusions.
They've already bought what? A minute 40?
Oh, Sparkle goes down that. And look, Boston Uprising is still fully healthy. They just took a short time to disengage. Oh my god. Someone help Punk, please. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like compositions like this. Because any comp where you have... where it's massively reliant on the ults gives you a really bad matchup in the neutral. And most of the time, Overwatch is one of the
so
neutral.
bad here.
Oh, yeah, Sparkle's good. Oh, nice sleep, but they've already killed fusions.
I think they've already killed 2. They win, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They could do.
Halo?
Colhex is still alive as well, actually. But I don't think...
That's so fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
He's nasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the fight for Paris to win. And unfortunately, Boston couldn't win it. But if Boston had won that fight, they would have drawn.
I think Boston would have won that if they had been able to at least. Did you see how split Boston was
Yeah.
when they were trying to punish the positioning of Paris to
Yeah.
try and reset the fight cleanly? Because their positioning was so split.
Yeah.
All
I
Paris
punk
needed
all
to
the
do
way
was
around the
play
back.
aggressively.
And Fusions was caught.
Yeah. Colorhex looks like a bit of a Chad, you know. If he started
He does.
working out a little bit, he looked like who's the guy who plays Aquaman?
Oh. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Color Hex looking exactly like Keanu Reeves. Jason
Oh,
Momoa.
Jason Momoa. A little bit. I don't know. It's his hair and beard reminds me of the same facial features as Jason Momoa.
I think if you try and run that kind of comp against a team like Shock or Philly, they will bully you in the neutral fight so that you just can't even get the ults off. Australian Turkey, thank you for the brand new sub. Solarin, thank you for the 2 months as well. Diona Zeus, thanks for 100 bits. What's the brand of the jacket? This is an Unbox jacket, actually. This is a Sabiobi Unbox jacket. Like, how do I show this? Unbox. There you go. It's actually fucking dope. I love this hoodie. It's got such a clean design. Ballsty, thank you for the 8 months as well. Jerry Myeonbong and Punk deserve better. I think that Boston are actually performing pretty well right now. And Bob Hog, thanks for the 100 bits. Just use a blade to get a clean cut. Also, can you refund my 15,000 points for the ignored hot take? What was the ignored hot take? Defcon42, thanks for the 3 months as well. Looking like a discounted Walter White. Well, yeah, I mean, I can refund you the points. I just didn't even see it. All right, let's have a look. All right, I already did that one. There's so many things in this list of channel points that I redeemed, but I can't remember which I didn't. Ah, here's Bob Hogg's hot take 1 hour ago. A good Roadhog rework or buff would change the whole game. Or what would a good rework look like? As soon as Volskaya finishes Sparkle, oh my god, I carried, runs to FD God and yells, I had faith in you, Mercy. Amazing. Sparkle's a very exuberant character. I mean, if you buff the shit out of Hog, obviously it would change the game, because Hog's like a total counter to kind of Winston and Hog Orisa. You just have Halt hooks all over the place. But, I mean, how would you rework Hog? What would you do to him? I don't think that Hog's in a bad place right now. I mean, do you think?
Yeah.
You think it's in a bad place?
I think he's a bit of a throw pick, you know? I actually firmly believe that they should rework Hog into a DPS character. 300 HP. Shrink down his model a little bit so that he's a little bit harder to hit. Not just a bullet sponge. Don't slim him down, but just make him small, you know? Like a small Roadhog.
Small Hog. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think you'd get a lot of triple tank.
I don't mean make him skinny. I mean you literally do Control A and then shrink him down in the corner, you know?
What?
You know what I mean?
You mean make him like a dwarf, like Torbjorn?
A bit, but he wouldn't be a dwarf because he's still taller than almost every other character. He's a big boy. Like, just make him the same size as...
Like Zen?
No, not Zen. Just like the same size as, I don't know, like Echo or something. You know?
Okay.
And then give him 300 health. And then that way he has a smaller hitbox, less health, so he's, you know... There you go. And then give him Hook 1.0 again.
Yeah, that's That's the hidden buff.
And that's how I would change him.
Give him a double jump. Yeah, genius. I don't. Some teams are trying to make use out of hog and ball torture at the moment, and some teams are trying to run Orisa hog. Like, I don't think that the hero's bad. I think he's good as like a counter pick to
I think he's
monkey ball kind of stuff.
I think he's pretty bad in ranked games. Why is Jake so far away from the camera? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he looks.
Jake.
He looks like he's run away.
Josh, yesterday I built the new backdrop because no one had done it yet.
Yeah.
So I spent 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever, however long it took, to build the backdrop. And we have marks on the floor, so you sit in the same position. It's just you don't sit right up against the backdrop. And I think Jake has just put the chair all the way up to the backdrop. So that he's nice and zoomed out.
Nice. All right, what is the map? Oh, Ben Best is back in. Nico's back in. Please don't tell me they're playing May Reaper again.
But you've got a cold?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Why did you what?
No, I don't have a cold. What do you mean?
People spreading rumors. Your Twitch mods are changing your title to some weird shit.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Kawi with a cold watches good owl. I don't even know. My mods are going crazy.
What is that word?
It's some like PBS. It's some American reference. I don't understand it.
How isn't that like a reindeer? Oh no, it's a caribou, right?
Yeah, that's a caribou. Caillou. Caillou is like a character in some PBS show.
Mate, Americans, am I right?
Yeah. Okay. I finished my lunch. So now it's time to
May
pay
hasn't
attention.
been looking too great.
No.
That's not a hot take. That's just a take. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So far, I haven't seen anything that would lead me to believe it's any better than Nico's, but I think they might run him on May anyway, just because on attack, then they'll have him on different stuff. Why would you run Nico here if you're planning to run May Tracer? Come on. Just so that he can run Doomfist on attack or something? Please, no.
Probably because in scrims, they thought Sparkle was the better May for some reason.
I don't think so. I think it's more like because on King's Row, like, you know, when they played the Farah Doom attack, like, I think they're just sacrificing their defensive compositions for the sake of their offensive. Oh my god, Sparkle. Playing right up at the front line with no ice block and no wall. Nico is a lot smarter at how to play the May. Just ability usage.
Was angry at me for saying that Jerry and... Someone was angry that Jerry wasn't in my top 7 DPS in the league.
What?
And that Myungbong wasn't in my top 5.
Okay. Some Boston fan who's been smoking the crack.
I mean, I think they're good players, but I don't think they're...
They're not in the top 5s.
Well, also, it's hard to judge whether or not they would even be in the top 5 because they're on a shit team.
Yeah, true. But they're not in the top 5 this year.
No. They could be if Boston were good, but... So you've heard this is like a much... Oh, wow, another Charlie 9.
Oh my god. It's... Paris just look so bad whenever they're playing these May comps. I hope this is only because they're playing against Boston. I hope that when they play against top teams in the next couple of weeks, they only run Sparkle on maps where he can play his good heroes. Like, just because he's a great player doesn't mean you have to always run him. You can still keep Nico and Soon in to run the May Reaper. Oh, Nico's Tracer. Oh, no, no, no. Actually, I think Nico's alright at Tracer. I think he's good enough to be able to play it in this comp. He's not going to light the world on fire, but I don't think he's going to throw. Why Nico on Tracer if you have Soon? Because I'm assuming they have some kind of probably Pharah-based attack where Nico plays, I don't fucking know, Doomfist? May? I literally don't know. It's impossible to predict Paris at the moment. Go in, Flux, Trance gets used. Oh, Nico dies. This is over. This is over. Boston can just focus forwards. Ooh, that's a bad choke point to be fighting in though. But Color Hex is just pushing the payload. Paris is taking so much damage. Jerry on the high ground as well. Oh, nice shot on Nico too. Paris look just as bad as they did on King's Row. I wonder what the correlation is. Can any of you guys think what was the same between now and King's Row?
No.
Okay, they have Blizzard here, which should be pretty good in this choke point. Nico needs to work the left flank and get behind them. Oh, that's a nice stick that forces out immortality.
I have supercharger though.
Yeah, but they've got Flux to work with here. Punk's Flux could do a lot.
Honestly,
Blizzard. This Blizzard has to be huge. Okay, well, yeah, they
honestly a good fight for Boston. I mean, they forced out so many ults.
Yeah, they did pretty well. I mean, they used a bunch of their own though, right? So I don't know. They had chances to win that, but it's gonna be hard for Paris to hold this though. I think they're just gonna throw. I think Paris are just gonna collapse right now. Now that they don't have an ult advantage. And they've got Bob. Boston have got Bob. They've got Trance for the Flux. I think they're just going to walk in slowly and kill. Yeah. Paris just falling to pieces. Oh, nice stick. But Halo's there with the immortality field. Myeonbong has his Trance. Trance is used.
Field in the chat.
Oh, that wall. That wall is actually really nice from Sparkle. It cuts line of sight from the Transcendence so that Punk does die. That's huge. That's the kind of play that Paris need. Nice. Okay, Paris. Okay. Okay, Sparkle. Ben Best not on Rhine? I know. It's a surprise, isn't it? It seems like they're just running Ben Best whenever they want to run Rush. It's not necessarily to do with heroes. It's to do with the style of team comp. Do you think it's time to move Paris down the rankings? Yeah. No, actually. I mean, you should move them down the rankings a little bit, but you also have to be, like, aware that they could go straight back up again with Sparkle if they play against top teams and they find strats that work well for them. But yeah, I don't think that they're, like, a top 3 team in America anymore like they used to be at the beginning of the year. That fight won because of ult advantage and really just set up because of that previous fight. Okay, but now we find ourselves in another winnable position for the Boston Uprising.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
1 minute left. Because if you can
Flux,
if you can push in but if you can bait out the supercharger and then get back in with a Trance, I think you're in an all right position. I think it's better than pushing into a Blizzard.
True.
Oh, they ate the pulse bomb.
I
That's quite
see
nice.
my Punk.
Oh, so much damage.
That's so much damage, actually. Alright, GG. Boston win this, surely.
I don't know.
How did they survive that indoors?
Yeah, they had the immortality field, and they couldn't really push because of Ben Best's supercharger. Oh, Nico kills Color Hex. That could be the GG.
I mean, yeah, he killed the Tracer. I mean, Color Hex is going to be able to get back in the fight.
Yeah, but Nico's got free reign, and Color Hex can't really do anything once he gets back
Jerry's
in the
got
fight.
Bob to contest Cart.
Yeah, this is still winnable for Boston, but it's going to be hard.
I think it's quite winnable.
Okay,
That's
Flux.
another Flux.
The wall goes down, trying to separate Trance. No. Yeah, this should be a win for Paris, I think. They have a better Trance.
Yeah, Humman's a bit of a freak of nature.
Yeah, Hunbin's building his ults very quickly.
Back-to-back Fluxes.
Boston had their opportunities to win there, but Paris started playing better at this choke point. Sparkle had 2 good Blizzards. Hanbin had 2 good Fluxes. Sparkle had a good wall. FDGO came out with some good Immortality Fields. Yeah, Paris actually played pretty well on the defense of that choke. Who are the best Sigma players in the league? I think Void, Chiobin, Marvel, Gargoyle. Hanbin is good. Is he the next best? Oh, Krong is very good as well, actually. Yeah, Fury is also. I don't know. It gets tough, honestly, because a lot of it is to do with your positioning and your team's understanding of controlling areas of the map too. Best non-Koreans. That's hard because I don't really clarify people I don't categorize people in my head as Korean or non-Korean. I guess it would be like Space and Poco, but I don't even think that either of them are amazing Sigmas. Maybe Hawk? I don't really know. Like, I haven't been impressed with Atlanta's tank play so far this year, so even though he looked really good in Contenders, I don't think I would say Hawk. I'm not sure why there's only 2 APAC games this week. It must be something to do with the way the schedule just shakes out. Not sure. Okay, so Paris on attack are also running May Tracer. So we have no idea right now why no soon. No idea. KSA? No, I don't think we've seen enough from him yet. He's been good though.
I think we're overthinking it.
What? Overthinking the Sparkle Nico?
Yeah, because a lot of teams. I feel like we have this conversation for loads of teams. Like, why are they not running so and so here? Oh, it's probably because of this, and then they don't do it, and they're like, oh, we actually don't know why. I think it's.
Well, why would you
probably
run
simpler
Nico?
to believe that they're splitting scrim time, and this was the comp that worked best on Blizzard World against.
What? That's
best
such
teams,
a
right?
trash reason, though. That's like really bad coaching if you just randomly split game time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not, but that's a very small. Did you see that suck?
Suck.
It was the model for it was tiny.
Just trying to get Nico playtime. I don't think that. It doesn't make sense to just give Nico playtime. He's had more playtime than Soon so far this match. That doesn't make sense. I mean, they're trying to integrate Sparkle, but they've had 2 weeks as well. So any argument that's like, oh, they're still figuring stuff out. I mean, you've had 2 weeks to be able to scrim when you knew you were going to be fielding Sparkle. You've had all the time before that as well, when you knew exactly when Sparkle's birthday
They haven't
was.
had 2 weeks though with running these comps because they found out the hero pools later.
Sure, but they'll have still been practicing with Sparkle, and they'll have been doing like no hero pool stuff, and no hero pool is almost exactly the same as this. This is like the same kind of meta that we saw in the May Melee. He's doing all right though. Nico isn't doing too badly on the Tracer.
Oh,
But this is weird. It's like two people that don't normally play Tracer playing against each other.
That sort of stacking of damage amplification is one of the strongest mechanics in Overwatch. I think it's what really makes
Isn't Tracer one of Color Hex's best heroes?
I don't think so, no.
He plays a lot of weird stuff, Color Hex.
He does,
Like
yeah.
stuff that you wouldn't assume.
Yeah. I think his best heroes are his Widow, Genji, Pharah. That's what I normally think of him as.
Yeah.
I don't think he played very much Tracer, if any, in contenders. I think it's like he can play it if needed.
very close to what they need to do to take the entire series. As Boss has to find a way to burn 3 minutes off the clock here on point B. Yeah, no easy initiation here offered for Paris, but Nico's doing a great job being a huge annoyance, constantly pushing this cart. A thorn in the side, making his Tracer look pretty decent, honestly. He's doing his job. He's pushing cart, getting the objective pressure, and that's
Paris pushing in from the top. Hanbin going insanely weak. Jerry's been good so far this match as well. Quite like that. Nico and Colorhex are just fighting in the back. Nico going so deep trying to establish dominance over Colorhex and just feeds. But to be fair, Hanbin was already dead, so he needed to make a play. Oh, now Nico swaps over to the Reaper, which is another one of Soon's heroes. Je ne sais pas. Why are the ice blocks the wrong color? I'm not sure. I think it's just a bug. I noticed that earlier on. Sparkle was like using ice block and it was coming up blue. I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Could be a bug with dynamite being applied. Dynamite applies like a blue burn.
Oh. Yeah, it could be then.
Could be wrong, but... Oh.
Why is Nico flanking constantly on Reaper? He looks so bad on Reaper.
Mate. Oh my god.
He got rolled around. Hanbin got absolutely rolled around. Ooh, Sparkle hitting shots. Sparkle isn't that good at Mei, though. Like, you can just see with the way that he...
Yeah.
His icicle aim and stuff. It's nowhere near like an Urstra or an Ivy or these kind of like freakishly good Mei players. It's like a hit. No, it's just blue. I don't know why it's blue. Like Sparkle's okay on the Mei, but it's not a good hero for him. I don't know whether Fielder is still on high ping. I'm not sure. Yeah, my opinion is that Nico's Mei would be better than Sparkle's, but apparently Paris coaches disagree. I also think that Nico's got a worse... I mean, you cannot look at the footage of this match and say that Nico played well on Reaper. There's been no instances where Nico played well on Reaper. And he's been fairly average on Tracer, like not as good as you would expect Soon to be, so it just makes no sense. The only thing Nico's played that Soon couldn't is the Doomfist on attack of King's Row. And he got nothing done there either, and he ended up swapping over to the Tracer. Nice from Color Hex. Nice work, Boston. I thought that Boston might throw this map away, the same as they could have done on King's Row, but that's pretty good. Map 5, here we go. And what have we learned, chat? What have we learned? Whenever you run Nico and Sparkle on the Mei, you lose. You lose. Stop trying it, Paris, because you're gonna lose. Don't do it on map 5 because you'll lose. Not entertainment thieves. No, Boston are actually playing pretty decently. No, it doesn't, Nushy. Boston are definitely not a top 3 team. Do I think Shanghai is better than Boston? It's a tough question, Charles. Tough question. Yeah, that wasn't a very good song, you're right. It was a very bad song. Halo is so fucking consistent and reliable and doesn't get acknowledged. He's alright. He's pretty decent on the Batiste. Yeah. I don't think that he's very good on Lucio, though. I've seen him on that role, and he looks to be quite far away from the rest of the league players. And I don't think his Brig has looked that great either. So, Halo or Lee J gone? Lee J gone every fucking day of the week. Are you crazy? Are you... Oh, it's fucking Charles Serial, the same person that was asking me if... I'm getting trolled here. I'm getting debated.
Why? What are they saying?
Would you rather have Halo or Lee J gone? Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Fusions or Fearless? Jerry or Carpe? Bruson or Void? Yeah, all of these very reasonable questions. Very reasonable. Yeah, Halo's been fine in his last 3 games. He's been perfectly fine. But I don't think you need to say that he's, like, carrying or anything. No, I didn't see Void's grab last night. I didn't watch the games. I need to go back and watch. Sideshow or Yaki? Shut the fuck up, chat. Shut up. Son of a bitch.
When are they going to reach out to me to do a Nike advert?
Yeah. You're basically an NFL player.
I mean, I'm pretty close to it.
Yeah, you're built like one. Brittle Maker or Decay. Yeah, impossible to know. Who's the best league? Hanzo? Erster was bonkers when he played Hanzo last year. In Stage 4, he was unbelievable. Corey was also really good, but he's not in the league anymore. Who else was a really good Hanzo? Fitz has been good at Hanzo. Godspeed's been good at Hanzo, that's true. EQ and Prophet are both very good with like their positioning and the teamwork and ability usage, but they don't just have that like nutty aim that some of these other players do. Bumper, yeah, you're right, actually. The Bumzo. Carpe's best hero is Hanzo, says Okinami.
Sorry, what?
What? Where are you getting these opinions from, chat? Fraggy said so. Carpe, I think, has played a pretty decent Hanzo in the past, but I don't think that makes it his best hero.
I think some people... Dude, I don't know, man. Some people, I think, are trying to make it in the world of analysts, and they need these hot takes to hold on to form as a core part of their personality.
Yeah. Fraggy said that Hanzo is Carpe's best hero. Was that in like season 1 when no one played Hanzo? Carpe says his best hero is Hanzo. I don't give a fuck whether the guy says his best hero is Hanzo. He doesn't play Hanzo in matches. He hasn't shown that he's an incredible Hanzo. He's shown that he's an incredible lots of other things. I don't care if Nico says his best hero is Reaper. You look at what actually happens in matches. Double Sniper was meta in Season 1. It was in the playoffs. It wasn't at the beginning.
But now we're in map 5. Punk has not been swapped out, and I feel like it's a good choice for Boston given how well Punk has been playing.
Yeah, and I think it's Oasis in particular, as opposed to Ilios, is a bit of a better map for the Sigma. More opportunities to get those value damage trades. Not a map really where I think you...
Yeah, Stage 4 in playoffs. Yeah. But that's what I mean. That was like the first time that any people had ever played Hanzo properly in matches. So of course, like if Carpe thought he was amazing at the time, like Hanzo's a very pop-off hero, right? Like you can get a lot of kills with it. So if Carpe thinks from scrimming or whatever that his best hero is Hanzo, back in Season 1 when people hadn't got good with Hanzo yet, then yeah, I can understand the take. If he still thinks that he's the best Hanzo and his best hero is Hanzo now, I think he's tripping. Carpe carried on Hanzo against Paris just this season. Yeah, he's played it like once, though. Whereas he plays a ton of other stuff.
He's not going to win you games on Tracer in the same way that Soon will, in the same way that Soon has won championships on that hero.
If Carpe was the best Hanzo, if Carpe's best hero was Hanzo, I think that Philly would end up playing a lot more Mei Hanzo comps. Because if Carpe's best hero genuinely was Hanzo, he'd be like the best in the world at Hanzo because he's already so amazing at all the rest of his heroes. Like if his Hanzo's significantly better than his Widow and his McCree and his Tracer to the point where it genuinely was his best hero, then you would want to put him on it regularly. So I can believe that he believes that, but I don't believe it's actually true. Striker is the GOAT. He made a trash team good in Season 1. He won Season 2. If only he played more this season,
he did not make a trash team good in Season 1. Your hot take is immediately fucked because I am a crusty simp.
Yeah.
Okay? Krusty made that team good in Season 1.
Striker was amazing, though.
Striker was potentially the best Tracer in the world at that point.
Yeah.
I think he was the best Tracer in the world at that point. I agree. But he wasn't the reason that team... He wasn't the only reason that team was so good.
Also, I just want to point out, final map 5, so I'm going to focus on this for a sec. Soon and Sparkle are in together, and Soon is able to play the Tracer. So, Paris win now.
I think
Paris
it's
win now.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it is map dependent, but I just don't think that they should have done it on Rialto. Nice work. This, though, yeah, okay. FD go getting involved. Colhex and Punk eventually go down. Nice work. The training weights are off. Yeah, they are. Please, Master, may we run soon this one time? Who was run for Paris in map 4? Nico and Sparkle on Rialto. And Nico just played Tracer the whole time. And Sparkle played Mei. It was not a particularly good look for them. They did all right on the defensive point C, but apart from that, they look pretty poop. Hanbin just knocking them around. Nearly got this Nano Blade. Paris should just play slow here. Bait Boston in. Oh, Jerry's gone over to the Reaper. That's interesting. Just trying to take out No Smite and Hanbin. Oh, nice rock. Not enough. Good blade. Sparkle did a shit ton of damage there.
It's always a bit of a feels bad man moment when you... What the heck is that?
What is that? I have never seen that emote before in my life. What the fuck was that? He just planted a flag in his dead body.
What? Wait,
what the hell? That was like some colonialist shit. He just killed the previous inhabitor and planted a flag on his dead body. That's wild.
A wow emote? Where is that even available in the game?
I've never seen that before. Have I missed some kind of patch? It's from World of Warcraft. Ah, I see. Yeah, Paris boomed them here.
Well, I think they have access to all.
It was a bit. It's old. It's been in the game since launch. Really? I've never seen anyone use it before. It's for pre-ordering BFA. What is BFA? Battle for Azeroth. Is that what it stands for? There we go. I've never seen that emote before, ever. I mean, like, never seen anyone use it. It's a sick emote. Because no one bought it, lol-w. Yeah.
Wow.
I see, I see.
Wow.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Achilleos joining the married man meta?
Congratulations to Seth.
Okay. Was expecting a hot take, but yeah. Okay.
No hot take. Just I wish him all the best for the future. His wife's an absolutely lovely person as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Reaper Torb. So this is like a full-on anti-dive kind of setup. You can't run the Brig, so it does open up Sparkle quite a lot. But this is pretty decent. I think Colorhex should be shooting the tanks more, though. He's shooting... He's shooting the others, but I think with the Torb and the Reaper, you need to put pressure on the tanks so they're not able to make space for the DPS. This is an easy win for Paris here.
Man, yeah, I think the way this is looking, Boston just getting boomed.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to how their previous match went against Paris as well. If I remember correctly, they brought it to a map 5 and then they just collapsed in the map 5. Yeah, and now they got Nano Blade and they got beat.
Oh,
I don't know.
GG.
There's no Diva available either, so they can't really contest the high ground, so Sparkle can just run around wherever he wants. I think Boston are a bit too scared, though, as well. They're just sitting back and giving Paris all the room they need. God, they are making Sparkle look like a god this match, though. They're just pocketing the shit out of him every time he's on Genji. I mean, he is a god, but they are giving him all the resources he needs to succeed on the maps where he's actually playing his heroes. I picked up Sparkle for my fantasy roster, and I am going to be just drowning in points. That was a really nice dive as well. I don't know whether you call that, but Hanbin and Sparkle.
Map 5.
Yeah.
Been taken out.
Yeah, map 5. Sparkle's played constantly. He is just going to be bathing in points. Akko, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Supreme Judge Fudge. Nice.
That boy do be clean, though.
He do be clean. It's absolutely true.
Oh.
Nice bio nade. But yeah, nice Death Blossom from Jerry. Okay. Can Boston take this to a 99-99 scenario? Paris don't really...
They've got, yeah.
Paris are going to have Nano Blade for like either a really slow fight or the next one.
So I saw someone in the chat saying, why are they not running Lucio? But I think Boston's comp is... Like, this comp is fine once they gain control of the point, but they have to gain control of the point.
Yeah.
To get real good value out of it.
I do think that a Lucio would have helped them a lot when they were attacking, though. It's just this classic thing of people running these anti-dive comps without a Lucio makes it so difficult to take space against the dive comps. Even now, I mean, they just have their backs against the corner. They're not trying to go aggressive and put pressure on people because they have no Lucio. But I think the utility provided is pretty good.
Oh, the load.
The Coom,
the gravitic flux.
The Coom.
Oh,
the Coom.
the load.
Nice. That's great for Boston. That has sent them to a 99-99 scenario immediately. Because Paris invested their ults, and they are very ult dependent in their comp. Like, Boston are going to win the next fight. Oh, Sparkle moves over to Doom. Paris don't even bother building up a Nano Blade. Oh, Paris are going to go over to Mei. They're going to run the Mei.
Oh, well.
I don't know about this. I think this is pretty equal because I think Paris have an even or slightly better composition.
I don't
but,
think Mei's
but
that
Sparkle's
You think he's going to be able to build up an ult in this time?
No,
way.
I don't think he needs to build up an ult though. He just needs to get a good wall off and then they speed boost into
Mei's
them.
neutral fight is so shit these days. That's a nice wall though.
Oh. Woo! That was kind of clean from Color X. Nice headshot on Soon. Yeah, Boston are just grouping up. Paris have fucked this. They need the walls for clean engages. Otherwise, they're screwed. Oh, they got beat, though. They got beat. FD God used it. They got Window and Nano in a second if they can just stay alive. If they can just kite the beat. Oh, Coalescence, though, as well. I think you give the point over here. I think you give the point to Paris. Oh, Fusion's contested and died. You have to give them the point. This could be huge! This could be huge!
Yo!
Jerry! The style points as well, throwing himself into the chipser spot for the win. Let's go, Jerry! That was Jerry and Color Hex's ults coming up clutch there at the end. They bought just enough time. Oh, I was worried there when they didn't give up the point and Fusions died.
What's your
winning that 5v6? 20, 19,
Okay, I'm
18,
saying. I was a little bit ahead because I started cooming before you did.
Is Jerry an MVP candidate now? No, chat. Shut up. Did I see the Sinatra skin? No. Have they released it? Okay, what's going on here? Oh, really? Was it leaked?
Well, not really. It's like some weird CSI shit.
What do you mean it's some weird CSI shit?
Someone had to increase the contrast of the video on the last frame to even get a glimpse of it.
Oh, I see. I see. It was like hidden, deliberately hidden.
Yeah, so it's not really like...
It was an ARG. Like a...
You get to see roughly what it looks like, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a little hint for people who are paying attention. So Paris are running Reaper Doom here. I think Reaper Doom makes a lot of sense, and I'm so glad that Soon is on the Reaper. And they win the fight because Soon does something, unlike Nico. Although, having said that, Nico was playing a flanky kind of style that would have fit with a Reaper Doom comp. He just couldn't play May Reaper properly.
Chat trying to talk about skins rather than this final round
map
5.
Final round map 5. Pay attention, chat. This could be Boston winning in a huge upset. Although Paris are looking pretty good right now. Both teams have Cole. Han been building up this ult so fast. Did they just go for a really early flux? No. They go for the halt and the seismic slam. Punk, weak. Nice. Good work. Oh, Kalex uses Molten Core when they're 4v6. That's not good. Well, Boston have got some ults for the next fight, but... Halt punch, halt seismic slam uppercut, halt meteor strike. So many ways for Paris to win this and just buy a bit of time for their call to come online. Well, I didn't mean their call, but yeah, their call as well. I meant their supercharger. Sparkle's in, just playing super deep.
We got yoinked.
Beat with beat. Oh my god. Paris looks so much more coordinated. This is a really nice comp for Paris. As long as they're running Soon.
Does the Paris win?
Yeah, I don't see any way that Boston come back into this. Maybe they're like, can catch Sparkle if he goes too aggressive, and then Kalex finds a crazy pick, and they work with the call, but... Oh, he got booped off. Oh, no, it's alright. They still made it onto the point. They've got the call to be able to push in.
They get a pick?
Yeah, the ults are actually really good for Boston. I didn't realize that they had coalescence to be able to attack with.
Oh, you gotta hit the shots, Kalex!
That's alright, they've already won. Really good from Boston, actually. Just using their call and their supercharger.
Ooh.
Can Boston have the same success on their defense? You need to pull off a couple of aggressive defenses here. Trying to use as few ults as possible. Why are they holding so far back? Oh, wait, what? Why is Colorhex in so deep if his team is so far back? Halt flux.
What is happening?
Oh, no, Boston. Jerry, no, it's done. It's done. It was a good game, though. Was it a good game?
I think so. I think this is a better Boston.
Yeah, it was a better Boston. Paris. Well, I don't think it was a worse Paris, though. It was just a weird Paris, right? Like, my issue with calling this a good series is that Kings Row and Rialto, the maps that Paris actually lost, they just played like shit. But the maps that they won, it was Sparkle playing heroes that he was really good at. So I don't know whether we've really learned anything from this. Like, what conclusions do you draw from this? That Paris are only good when Sparkle's on good heroes? That Paris were bad because Nico was playing badly? That are they map dependent? I mean,
there's too much esports going on.
Yeah, I need to catch up on a bunch of Valorant stuff that's going on today as well.
There's like Valorant, there's LCS going on.
Do you watch LCS?
I watch it to just see what their production's like.
Yeah. I've tuned in a little bit. I saw Sushi
I don't
Dragon.
follow the teams.
Did you see Sushi Dragon on the LCS?
I saw him a while ago when they first introduced him, and I remember he was closing out the show and he was plugging his Twitch, and they just cut him off as he was mid-plug. He was like plugging it for like 2 minutes.
Jesus Christ. What is LCS? It's League of Legends. The North American League of Legends.
Champions Series.
LEC's production is so much better. LEC's production and their videos are so good. They are so good. They're at the head of esports live productions, I think. Or just
being an
esports shoulder
esports
content.
fan, man. It's hard these days being an esports boy.
This is the Sinatra MVP skin. Okay. Okay. The Sinatra Zarya skin. Someone raised the brightness of the owl skin hype video from 2 days ago and found this in a few frames. So what? He's wearing a suit.
Yeah,
It looks like an alien.
Alien in a suit. Yeah, it's like Men in Black or something.
Oh, it's like a Men in Black kind of thing.
I reckon when people actually see the skin rather than just a deep fried image, I think people will probably like it.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that they went with the alien theme, since that's just kind
Sinatra's.
of right. But it's like isn't the alien
Sinatra's
meme?
choice.
Was it Sinatra's choice?
Yeah, he works with them directly to like see what he wants.
Oh, fair enough.
The skin to be like.
Fair enough. I don't know. I was never quite sure whether Sinatra was on board with the alien memes or whether it was just taking the piss out of how he looked, which isn't cool.
I mean, his team were tweeting about it when he was on Shock.
Yeah, but you know how it is sometimes where like people make jokes and you feel like you have to go along with it because you don't want to be like, guys, that's actually hurtful.
Come on, it's actually kind of racist.
Yeah. Like Sideshow in his forehead? Exactly. If you bullied Golden Boy for his forehead and he didn't like it, I would have the same feelings. Frank Sinatra? Is that what it's supposed to be as well?
Bro, sorry, what is a Frank Sinatra suit?
How is that not just a suit?
It's just a suit, right?
Did Sinatra actually name himself after Frank Sinatra? I've never asked the guy that question. Sinatra's name is a reference to Logic. What? You'll have to explain the reference, chat. I don't understand. Logic's a UK grime artist, isn't he?
No.
No? Is he an American rapper?
He's an American rapper.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm down with the kids. Don't worry about it. I'm down with the kids. Logic is an American rapper who calls himself Young Sinatra. Oh, I see. I'm so glad Bren was here to hear that. Hello, fellow kids. I know what rap is.